Elena and Elijah. Aunt Elisa's back with our second installment of Make Room for Elisa. Are you guys ready? Well, before we get started, I need your help. As you know, I'm always looking for assistance. But I have been trying all night to get this darn candle blown out, and it must be a trick candle or something, because every time I blow on it, I think it goes out, and then it becomes relit again, and it's driving me crazy. So come in close to the computer here, and I was hoping you guys could blow this candle out for me before we get started. So come in close, a little bit closer. Now come right up to the screen, probably right about there would be good, and I'm going to count down. And then after I'm done counting down, if you could just get all the breath that you can and blow this candle out, because it's a really, really hard one. So I'm going to count down. 3, 2, 1, blow! You guys totally did it! You are awesome! And look, it's not getting relit again. You did the trick. I knew if anybody could help me out, it would be Helena and Elijah, so thank you very much. Now, if you remember where we left off, Russell was practicing his violin lessons. So that's where we're going to pick back up the story. Often, while Russell was practicing his lessons, Elisa sang along. She knew the words to most of the songs he played. Once, when Russell wasn't looking, Elisa tried to play the violin too. She couldn't make any music at all, just funny squeaky sounds. And what was worse, her mother had scolded her. "The violin is not a toy," said Mrs. Michaels. "It could break if you aren't careful. You must keep your hands off of it," her mother insisted. "I know that," Elisa said, pouting. She had a little xylophone to play, but it wasn't a real instrument. She wanted to make real music like Russell. Elisa thought her brother looked very important carrying his violin case to and from his lessons. When you are a little older, you can also take music lessons, Mrs. Michaels promised Elisa. "How would you like to learn how to play the piano?" No one would know if you took piano lessons, because you couldn't carry the instrument around with you, Elisa thought. But she still liked the idea. Her teacher at the Sunshine Nursery School played the piano, and sometimes Elisa liked to push the keys and try and make music too. "Yes, yes," she shouted. "I want to take piano lessons." "We don't have a piano," Russell pointed out. "You can't take piano lessons if you don't have a piano." "Well, perhaps we shall get a piano one of these days," Mrs. Michaels said. "There's no place to put a piano," said Russell, looking around. "I hope we will be getting more space before too long," said Mrs. Michaels. "We certainly could use more room, especially now." Elisa didn't know what her mother meant by that. Apartments don't grow bigger. It seemed unlikely there would ever be enough room for a big instrument like a piano in their home. So maybe she would never be able to learn how to play the piano after all, she thought sadly. "I hope we're not going to move," said Russell, looking at his mother anxiously. "I like it right here." Mrs. Michaels shrugged her shoulders and didn't say anything more on the subject. 1 month later, in May, the Amsterdam House of Music held its annual recital. All the students would have a chance to perform for their family and friends. "Will Daddy come to hear me play?" Russell wanted to know. "Yes, he's going to leave work early, so he'll be able to attend." "I'm going to come too," said Elisa. "Does she have to come?" Russell complained. "I don't think she's old enough to attend a recital." "I am so old enough," said Elisa. "I'm sure Elisa will be a perfect member of the audience," said Mrs. Michaels. "She'll sit quietly and listen to the music just like everyone else." "She'll probably start singing," said Russell, "the way she does at home." "I won't sing at the recital, I promise," said Elisa. "I'll be very good if you let me come." "Well, okay," said Russell, grudgingly. "You can come if you promise not to open your mouth." Well, that's it for this installment of Make Room for Elisa. Tune in next time when we find out if Elisa does open her mouth at Russell's recital. I love you guys and miss you. Good luck at school, Helena. And Elijah, I know you're being a great boy just like you always are. Oh, and one more thing I almost forgot. Come in close again. Come in close.
I'll get you, my pretties. And your little dogs, too. Ha, ha, ha.
Bye-bye.